Hi everyone, it's Richard at Altfins. The last couple of days have been rough for crypto traders. We've seen a significant correction in the last couple of days, starting from Bitcoin and the large caps being down 10 to 20% and the small caps correcting even more. Some of the longer term trends remain bullish. So if you are a longer term investor or even a hodler, then you may want to stick it out. But some of the short-term indicators have certainly turned bearish. We're seeing a bit of a bounce today, but again, a lot of the support lines and trend lines have been blown out. So what have you learned from the last couple of days? I wanted to look at a couple of things that we could have done to give us a warning. First of all, we realized that volatility can return very quickly to crypto markets, and even the Main Street. If we look at the NASDAQ, yesterday was down 5%. There was definitely a risk-off sentiment in the last couple of days. And frankly, in the crypto world, we've been to maybe lulled a bit by low volatility in the last, or really uptrending trends in the last several months since the drawdown in March. So again, volatility can return very quickly and the momentum can be lost. Secondly, it's clear that we need a strategy. Just like we need a strategy for entry, we need a strategy for exit. And then thirdly, I wanted to look at MACD, moving average convergence and divergence indicator, as a canary in the coal mine, a great indicator that really picks up on a change in the momentum really early. It's not an ultimate indicator, but certainly gives us a warning that something's changing. And lastly, I will say and demonstrate how to create alerts that will give you a warning, a potential sell signal. So let's take a look at what's happened in the last couple of days. When I go to Screener tab, I see ranked by market cap some of the majors in our universe, and if I look at the performance, we can see that the last day or week, in some cases even month, we've blown out or really given up a lot of the gains. Bitcoin is down 7 to 10%. Ethereum is a little better, but on and on you can see certainly a correction going on. What I would like to look at now is MACD as a potential warning sign. MACD, like I said, is basically captures a change in the momentum, but it looks at a shorter term moving average, exponential moving average, and compares it to the longer term moving average. But it really is a great early indicator both of a onset of momentum or a decline in momentum. So let's take a look at the charts of these cryptocurrencies and see if MACD would have helped us. So I'll add MACD as an indicator, leading indicator. And let's examine Bitcoin itself. Back on August 10th, right here, we saw that the MACD was flashing a sell signal. Now, it was actually a little early because Bitcoin went on for about a week to make some new highs, but then from there on it's deteriorated and certainly has had a leg down in the last couple of days. So this would have been actually a very good warning sign that the momentum is changing. And if we look at some of the exponential moving averages, so I'll use some of the shorter exponential moving averages because those pick up on the changes in the momentum faster. And we can see that when MACD flashed a warning, a sell warning, the distance between the shorter term and the longer term moving averages was at its high. Essentially, it was widening. The momentum was increasing up until to that point. From that point on, it was decreasing. The lines started to converge. Now again, it was a bit early and it could have been wrong in the end, but a lot of times it is right, and it certainly is a good heads up for us to examine these situations. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum has had a correction as well, but let's see, we saw multiple changes in the MACD indicator. So again, one of the risks is that that you get whipsawed a bit. You would have sold here, bought here, sold here. Again, it cannot be the only indicator we look at, but even so, it would have saved us some money if we had sold it. Let's look at Ripple. Ripple is clear. It was flashing sell on August 10th, and it went up a bit higher. And we would have been probably asking ourselves if we did the right decision by selling it. Oh, we've given up on it too early. But about a couple of weeks later, we would have been very thankful for that. Chainlink, similarly, the sell warning came relatively early on August 20th. You would have already given up some gains after some correction of say 10%, but you would have saved another 10 to 20. And the list goes on. Bitcoin Cash also accelerating all the way back to August 8th. Litecoin accelerating. The last one was on August 20th. It would have worked really well. Crypto.com. This one just recently turned bearish again. So again, it's a great warning. It's not a holy grail, certainly, but worth using as an early warning sign. And so what can we do to use it? How can we use this system to alert us when momentum changes? What we can do, now let's look at one coin that has not turned bearish, and that's TRX or Tron. As you can see, MACD is actually bullish, a buy, since August 31st. So just a few days ago, it actually turned bullish. So let's pretend, and actually I do own Tron. Let's pretend, or let's set up an alert that will warn me when the MACD indicator turns bearish, when it turns to sell. So what I would do, I would go under signals and filters. I would say that the instrument is called Tron or TRX. Add that to my filter. And then I would say the trend signal, MACD, is bearish. So now I'll say done, and I'll click here on the icon for setting alarm alerts, and I will name this alert TRX Sell Alert. So again, this alert will let me know when MACD changed from bullish to bearish. I'll go under my alerts to double check that this alert is on. It's right here. I have a few other alerts already that I've set up with similar definition. And when I get the warning, I will examine the situation and make a decision. I hope this helps. Please give it a try. If you have any questions, please email us at support@altfins.com. Have a great day.